But I want to be clear, I am not talking about being conventionally attractive insane. And it's just like, girl, put some effort into your looks. Like, be serious right now. Rolling out of bed and just walking into the world. You're not tolerated. You don't deserve that. You deserve the best. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ramani. Last week, I made a video about 5 fitness tips that really helped me on my weight loss journey. And in that video, I talked about why looks matter. But I said that I would make a separate video to really dive into the topic so we can really discuss it. Long story short, looks do matter. Looks oftentimes tie into your energy, your lifestyle, and your overall glow up journey. So while I understand that some of the topics that we're going to talk about today can be a little triggering, I do want you to listen to this video with an open mind and understand that anything that I say is out of love and not judgment, because if you've been on this journey with me, then you know that I've lived it. I've gone through the weight loss journeys. I've gone through the glow up journeys. I'm going through a journey right now of me just really putting effort into myself and really loving myself. So like, I'm on this self-love journey, and that's why I really want to talk about this today, because I'm seeing the changes that me pouring into myself is making in my everyday life. So I just wanted to throw that out there. None of this is judgment. This is all love. Okay, girls. So I live in LA. If you're new here, I live in LA, and I've been living here almost 4 years. When I first got out here, I was in a relationship. And when I say I got so comfortable in that relationship, I got super comfortable to the point where I did not really care about my looks. When I think back on it, I thought I cared about my looks, but now that I'm really caring about my looks and pouring into myself and just loving myself, I see that, girl, I did not care about the looks. I didn't care. And for the past decade, I've been a personal trainer. So when I would go to the gym, even though I was a personal trainer, I would never really put effort into myself. I would wear oversized hoodies. Girl, I was literally wearing like family reunion t-shirts. Honestly, when I think back on it, it just makes me want to like strangle myself, because these are things that I would never outwardly wear in public. And it's not even because of people's perception of me now. It's because of my perception of myself. Like, I was literally going out in sweats, messy bun, or like my locks were like in starter locks, so like maybe a messy bun, or like just hair all over the place, just really not caring, like literally just not caring. I feel like my face looks like this right now because I'm thinking back and I'm just like, what the was you thinking about, Ramani? Nonetheless, we're not going to judge ourselves, because also while we talk about this, I want you to understand that every version of yourself still deserves love. Even if you were different back then, even if you wouldn't do some of the things that you used to do in the past, every version of yourself deserves love and grace. So we're gonna give younger 21, 22-year-old Ramani some grace here. But I would literally show up to the gym any kind of way, and I would just be like,
oh, I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm here to just work out. I don't care what nobody gotta say.
And it's just like, girl, put some effort into your looks. Like, be serious right now. But as I'm on my glow up journey and I'm doing like different shadow work prompts and just really diving into myself, I realized that I've always had this sense of feeling unworthy, even if I never verbalized it. So I didn't have to say it. I communicated it in the way that I showed up, because I didn't give a fuck about how I showed up. I didn't care about my looks. And I definitely feel like this unworthiness, like this subconscious feeling, came from me just being overweight for majority of my life. If you're new here, I was overweight for majority of my life, and that's what led me into being a personal trainer. And even though life was good when I was overweight, like I still had friends, always kept me a boyfriend. That's another story for another day. But I never really had issues in that area. But of course, there would be some bullying here and there. Not like bullying, but like if you get into it with somebody, they're calling you fat, you know, different things like that. And I definitely do feel like that chipped away at my self-esteem just as I grew up and as I got older. And so like I still dealt with body dysmorphia up until recently, like up until a few years ago, or like even last year. I feel like I dealt with body dysmorphia, and I was still seeing myself as a person who I used to be and not who I am today. So while I wasn't putting effort into myself to go to the gym, I really started to understand that I felt unworthy of putting effort into myself. And we can dress it up however we want to.
Oh, I don't care what nobody gotta say. I'm not here to impress nobody.
No, you just don't feel worthy of putting effort and love into your routine, into your everyday morning routine. That's why you showing up how you showing up, because you don't care. You don't care. You don't believe that you deserve to look your best, and then you're judging other women for showing up looking their best. Because I don't think I would like shame women. I ain't never been no like no weirdo like that. But, you know, just in my head, when girls are like dressed up, I'm like, you know, I could never like dress up just to come to the gym. And it's like, yeah, you're right. You can never, because you don't even want to put effort into yourself. And you secretly wish you felt that good about yourself and that good about your body. And I also think that it had to do with like body dysmorphia. I don't think that I was confident enough in my body to wear different like athletic sets and different like matching sets, because when I think back on it, it's just crazy. Like when you really start thinking back on who you used to be, I did not want to be seen. Like coming in with oversized sweatshirts and big ass pants, like you just don't want to be seen. It's like you're trying to hide from the world so that they won't see whatever you're afraid for them to see. And for me, I feel like I was afraid for them to see my body. But I will say the girls who constantly dressed up for the gym, there was one common theme. They were all snatched. Like they all looked good no matter what size they were. They could be thin or they could be plus size, but they all looked good. And I truly believe that it's because when you look good, you feel good, and you want to put more effort into the things you're doing. Like when you go to the gym and you wearing an oversized sweatshirt, the workout's gonna be good, but I just don't think it would hit like it would if you were in a matching set and you were feeling like that girl. Because now when I do my workouts today and I feel like that girl, the workout is crazy, because I'm like, I'm not about to waste this outfit. I'm not about to waste this 2-piece matching set and not do nothing with it when I'm in the gym. Like, no, I'm gonna go hard. And I was going hard in my workouts. Like, I don't want to act like I was never going hard in my workouts, but I just feel like the energy is different now that I am truly putting effort into myself when I go to the gym. And my results are the best that they've ever been. Like, if you've been watching my channel, you know that the glow up with the body has been insane. Because when I didn't care about what I was wearing to the gym and I didn't care about my outward appearance, I feel like my body just reflected a lack of care, which is why I didn't want anybody to see my body. I knew what my body could be, and I knew I wasn't there yet. And I knew that I wasn't there because I wasn't being the person who has that body. And so now I don't care what I wear because my body looks so good, because I'm putting effort into my looks and I'm putting effort into myself. And it's crazy because even though I was a personal trainer, I just still didn't feel like my self-esteem just wasn't where it needed to be. Like, granted, y'all know I get results. I get the girlies results. If you have not downloaded my 30-day weight loss plan, I'm gonna link that down below. But I was always getting the girls results. But now when I think back on it, I'm just like, I could have just been more me. Like, I just could have had a higher self-esteem had I really put effort into who I was. Like me today, I feel like I deserve to look my best at any time. I don't care where I'm going. When I go to the gym, before I go to the gym, like I'm actually going to the gym right after this. I was gonna go to the gym first, but I was like, let me record this video because girl, I just did my skincare routine. I put my perfume on. Like I'm just really putting effort into myself, and I love that for me. Like, yes, I'm gonna do the little gold hoops, and I'm gonna do my necklace, and I'm gonna have the little danglies in front. I'm gonna do the turban. I'm gonna do all the things because I deserve to look and feel my best all the time. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I just look like I'm ready to go out or anything like that, but for me, going to the gym, like just putting myself together, I feel like I look pretty good. And then how you look and how you present yourself to the world just really determines the energy that you are walking in the world with. When I would go into the gym when I didn't want to be seen, I was shutting off everything and everybody. I feel like I just had tunnel vision. Like, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to speak to anybody. And in a way, I am still like that. I'm just very much to myself. But even last week when I went into the gym, I met a girl and we ended up talking and we connected. And I just feel like I wouldn't have done that before just because I wasn't confident. And maybe in a sense, I didn't feel worthy showing up to those spaces, especially being in LA. And like, you know, there's luxury gyms and everybody's an influencer. I feel like if you don't put effort into yourself, you can start to feel those unworthy feelings. Even though we're not supposed to be comparing ourselves to anybody, you can just kind of feel intimidated or like you don't belong in certain spaces when you are not giving your all to your looks. But I feel like when you are truly pouring into yourself and pouring into your looks, the energy is different, and you are like, you're more inclined to speak to people, you're more inclined to make new connections, and you're more inclined to be a friendly and kind person. When you don't pour into yourself, it's easy to start feeling invisible. It's easy to start feeling like people don't see you, and it's because you start to shrink yourself when you're not putting energy into your looks. When you look good and you feel good, you are not so self-conscious. You're not in your head, because I feel like, you know how let's say you don't like your outfit and you go out with your friends and all night you're thinking like, oh my God, you know, I don't look good, and you're just constantly in your head. You don't want to constantly feel like that throughout life, because that is how you block blessings, and that is how you block connections, because you cannot even show up as your authentic self because you're stuck in your head because you don't like how you looking. And all of that can be mitigated by caring about your looks. And I saved this for last because it honestly doesn't matter how anybody perceives you for real, but we're not going to act like how people perceive you does not directly impact the opportunities that you receive in this lifetime. But I want to be clear, I am not talking about being conventionally attractive, because beauty is subjective. I could feel like I'm beautiful, but a person who doesn't like brown skinned girls with locks is not going to think I'm beautiful. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you just looking like you put effort into yourself, not you rolling out of bed and just walking into the world. It's about energy, care, and feeling proud of yourself. Okay, so let's talk about how people treat you when you look good and when you feel good. Most people are going to mirror your energy. It's just psychology, it's just human behavior. Most people are going to mirror how you feel about yourself. If you walk into a space and you are confident, most people are going to treat you like, not like an authority figure. How am I trying to say this? Okay, let's say it like this. If you walk in and you are super confident and you say, my name is Romani, I do XYZ, people are going to treat you like your name is Romani and you do XYZ. But if you walk in and your head is down, you look a hot mess, your hair not done, and you just don't care, people are going to treat you how you are treating yourself, and that is very low. Most people that you are coming into contact with that are not like your friends and your family don't know you. They only know your outward appearance, and they only know your energy, and they only know what you are presenting to the world. So even if you're the best person, you have the best personality, it is going to be hard for you to gain different opportunities, because people only know you off of face value, and most people are very surface level. And yes, it can be said that you don't need opportunities from those people and you can build your own table and blah blah blah, but in life people are always going to be the ones giving you opportunities. Like even for YouTube, yes, I am blazing my own path and I don't have to adhere to certain societal standards, but at the end of the day, would you really sit here and watch this video if I didn't put effort into myself and I'm telling you how to upgrade your life? No, you're not going to listen to me, because I don't even listen to myself. And most people are just going to treat you a lot better and want to give you things, and life is going to be easier when you feel good about yourself. And that's what I want. We want a life of ease. Now, I'm not talking about like anything that you see in society as far as like men giving you money and things like that, but men are more, you know, they gonna give you some money if you look good. But I'm just saying, like, people just treat you better, people are kinder to you, and you could say you don't care, but who don't want a free meal? Like, who doesn't want to skip the line when you at the movies? Different things come to you when you look good and you feel good. And again, I'm not saying you got to be conventionally attractive, because attractiveness is just going to be different for every single person. But when somebody can tell that you put effort into yourself, you smell good, you look good, and like you just being your true authentic self and you're showing up fully, so many blessings are going to come into your life. But we're not going to act like looking good also doesn't attract narcissistic people or people who just will not treat you good, or rude people. It will definitely attract some of those people, but when you truly look good and you feel good, you're not tolerating bullshit. You're not tolerating nonsense, because you know that you don't deserve that. You deserve the best, and you know that you deserve the best because you put effort into yourself, and you're not going to let nobody treat you how you wouldn't treat yourself. It's a ripple effect. So if you're dealing with some bullshit, it's because you feel unworthy, and if you feel unworthy, it's because you need to start pouring into yourself. Like, you really need to start looking at yourself as a queen and speaking to yourself like you are like super high on the totem pole. And something that I just heard, I don't know like how I heard it, but this is like the analogy that I kind of got, or maybe I heard it in one way and then I made this analogy. I don't know, I'm not taking credit for it. Like, if you were Chanel, like if you were a luxury brand, how would you treat yourself? I really want you to start seeing yourself as that luxury brand. That luxury brand is never trying to sell themselves to you. That luxury brand is never walking up to you begging like, oh my God, please accept me. Please, you know, buy me. That luxury brand, they might have a few commercials, like they might be looking good, but they're just going to go on about their day. And that's how you need to be too. That luxury brand is always going to put their best foot forward in anything that they do. And anybody who does not align with buying them, they're okay with letting those people go. And majority majority of people respect luxury brands because they have a reputation. And so like, you really got to think, what does your reputation say about you? Does your reputation say that you don't care about yourself and how you look? Or do people know that when you come outside, you gonna step? Do they know that your hair stay done? Do they know that your nails stay done? And I'm not saying you have to spend money on any of these things, because y'all know I do my hair myself. I've never really been to like an esthetician. The skincare is just me studying what works for me. And then also taking preventative measures and not eating certain things. Like I said, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a yoga instructor, so there are certain things that I just don't consume that also helps me look and feel my best. But like, it doesn't have to be you spending a lot of money. But anyway, back to our analogy, because girl, I can get to rambling. I always want you to think about yourself as a luxury brand. Every day that you wake up, ask yourself, am I putting my best foot forward? Am I showing up as Louis Vuitton, Chanel, or any other brand that is highly respected by society? Are you showing up in that way? Or are you showing up as Kmart, which is closed now, Sears, which is also closed now? Like, you don't want to show up as those stores and those brands that are long gone, that nobody remembers anymore. Or like, we remember it, but it's like, oh, it was a thing of the past. No, you want to put effort into yourself, and you want to be highly sought after for yourself. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you, but like I said, people's perceptions of you can change and alter your life. But at the end of the day, I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to wake up thinking like, damn, I look good. Because when you think, damn, I look good, you're going to go into life feeling, damn, I look good, and it's going to radiate that. But at the end of the day, looks aren't everything. Like, we never gonna say that looks is everything, because it's about who you are on the inside. But I just want you to know that looking your best equates to feeling your best most times, and I want you to feel your best on this glow up journey. I always want you to remember that how you take care of yourself teaches the people around you in the world how you expect to be taken care of and how you expect to be treated. And it's never about being perfect. I just want you to be authentically you and know that every single day you showed up the best that you possibly could. Our glow up is definitely an inside job, but the outside has to match, sis. The outside has to match. Now, if you're serious about stepping into your glow up, again, my 30-day weight loss plan is going to be down below, along with my yoga classes. If you are not in LA, don't worry, because I teach virtual yoga classes and the girls love the classes. You can read the reviews on the website. And if you enjoy videos like this, I have an entire playlist geared towards weight loss and self-improvement. Girl, I got so many playlists on YouTube. You can go binge watch the content. Everything you need is going to be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video.